Today's video is going to be a little shorter because I'm not feeling too good. You can probably hear it a little bit in my voice. But my ulcerative colitis, my chronic stomach condition, has been acting up, giving me a bit of trouble. And then on top of that, I got a virus of some sort, which has been keeping me up at night, not sleeping, which aggravates the colitis. Pretty good fever, a lot of hacking and coughing and stuff. So we're going to keep this one short today. But over the past couple of days, the words of the Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 have been coming to mind. Now this is one of those passages, I think we all have them, that you kind of cling to sometimes for reassurance. And I'm just going to read this out for you. This is 2 Corinthians 12, 7 through 10. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said to me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong. There are many things about the Christian faith that go against, logic and better judgment and human wisdom and understanding. But this one, for me, really tops it off. When I am weak, then I am strong. This doesn't make any sense. How can you glory in your infirmities? How can you take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses? Isn't that wrong to take pleasure in these bad things? Paul is not making masochistic references here. Of all people, he knew the real pain and suffering that happens in life. I mean, think of all that he went through, the beatings, the shipwrecks, and just being rejected by people in general. Now, the key part of that phrase is, for Christ's sake. I take pleasure in infirmities, reproaches, necessities, persecutions, and distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. It has to be for Christ's sake. It's all about Christ. When our power, when our strength, when our health is stripped away, and we come to the end of ourselves, and how many times do we have to come to the end of ourselves and learn this lesson? I don't know. For me, it seems like I'm relearning this lesson all the time. But God's patient, and he teaches me again and again. But when we do come to the end of ourselves, that is when we really fall upon the strength, the power of Christ. And that's what he wants from us. That's what Paul meant when I am weak, then I am strong. That's why he gloried in his infirmities, that the power of Christ would rest upon him. Now some of you are saying, yes, amen, preach it. And some of you are shaking your heads and going, wow, what a bleak outlook on life this poor guy has. But let me tell you, it's not a bleak outlook on life. It's amazing. It's an amazing way to live. In fact, it's the only way to truly live. But I'll tell you the person this confuses the most, and that is Satan. He still tries with the saints what he tried with Job back in the day. Remember, he took away everything of Job's, all his possessions, and ultimately his health and his family. But Job was still faithful. And that's one thing that Satan, he's not learning this lesson very well. When he puts us through hard times, when we, the Lord's saints, the Lord's children, go through hard times, it just draws us closer to him. In fact, it drives us back into the Lord's arms. So I hope that this is an encouragement to you. I know that speaking this truth just lifts my spirits. So, blessings.